Every single month, renters across the country are handing over thousands of dollars for something that's labeled luxury. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You see them all over your city. Luxury apartment this, luxury apartment that. But really, what they're actually walking into is showing and telling a total different story. Broken elevators, pools that ain't been cleaned in weeks, air conditioning that's taking a full week to get fixed. That's crazy. All while the marketing teams keep calling it premium living.
I pay 2K a month to live here, and this is what my pool area looks like in my luxury apartment.
For half of these luxury apartments, the only thing luxurious about them is the price.
$5,400. That's insane. That is insane. They are on crack.
I pay 2K a month to live here, and this is what my pool area looks like in my luxury apartment. So it starts off pretty basic, there's just cigarettes everywhere, littered. And my favorite is there's just toilet paper lying everywhere, and there's also beer cans literally laying everywhere, not thrown in the trash because you think that the trash would maybe be a little picked up. No. Also, the pool is disgusting. It literally has feces in it. There is a piece of bread just chilling on the ground. The garbage hasn't been picked up in weeks. There's again random toilet paper on the tables. There is a poop bag from a dog. There's random noodles in the pool that don't belong to anyone. There's more paper towels just literally everywhere. Another garbage can that hasn't been taken out in weeks. There's random little things all scattered in the bushes. Even outside the pool area, there's garbage everywhere. And then even leading into the pool section, it's absolutely disgusting. The grill area is so foul. There's a corn bag thing on the roof, gum on the table, and yet they expect us to pay 2K a month and they keep raising rent. Yay.
Living in a huge fancy apartment complex is kind of living in paid prison. We just took a huge ass road trip in the van, and then we get back. Now we have 2 cars, so have to get another one of these. Okay, well, why do they literally tow it immediately? Prison, pay to live here, and the AC's out. Kind of. I mean, we have a unit, but still, this is a prison. Can you relate? Why am I paying extra to park another car? All this stupid stuff. Fuck.
For half of these luxury apartments, the only thing luxurious about them is the price. They will slap a luxury sign on anything if you let them. I was thinking about moving, so I went on a tour of a luxury apartment yesterday. Why the hallways dirty? Why is there blunt wrappers all in the stairwell? Why is the nicest part of this whole apartment complex the leasing office? I need answers. And don't get me started on all these luxury fees they be trying to charge you. They give you the base price, which is one price, and they start adding the amenity fee, the pet fee, the parking fee, the valet fee, the fee. You be like, God damn. Once it's all said and done, it was like $400 extra. And I don't know what they build in these new buildings with these days, but the walls are as thin as construction paper. You can hear everything. I think they're using 2x4s and paper mache. I think we're bending the word luxury a little bit. I feel like at this point, I could slap a luxury tag on my 2012 Honda Civic. And once again, don't let these apartment complexes sell you on just the amenities and not the apartments. When we on a tour, take me to the room first, not the pickleball court.
Have got to stop using, actually, no. Y'all have got to stop using the word luxury so loosely when it comes to apartments. I'm in Houston. I was looking for a different apartment. I want a different floor plan. I ended up finding one, but I was looking at some of these luxury properties I be posting, and there's nothing luxury about it. It'd be a regular apartment. No parking garage, no elevators, no nice pools, no garden tub, no walk-in closet, wall stand, got roaches, cars getting broken into. Reviews definitely not luxury. I'm like, where's the luxury in that? Are y'all calling it luxury because it has modern finishes? They all of that on the inside, but If I gotta walk upstairs, it's not a luxury. A dumpster? If I'm walking to a dumpster, that's not a luxury. If I can get rained on, it is not luxury. No security guard, no courtesy officer, that is not a luxury. I can hear my neighbor cough, not a luxury. Y'all using that word too loosely. Luxury is an experience, not an aesthetic.
Officially moving out of my luxury apartment in Houston, Texas. I'm going to show you all the things that I hated about it and the fact that it was $3,200 for a one bedroom on the first floor. Let me show you all the stuff I hated. I absolutely hated that somebody would design this to not come all the way out. It was very, very stupid for me. Like, to just see that, it was very dumb. I hated that they put this amazing patio here, but they didn't include any type of coverings for it. So I had to install panels, like grass panels for myself. So like if you lived in this unit, you would see the valet, you'd see all this stuff, and then people can see directly in here. And I asked them to install tent or something and they wouldn't do it, but you could see directly in the apartment from outside if you're out, outdoors, which was insanely annoying. The other thing that I hated, because it's a so-called luxury apartment, it came with no light fixtures. So if you ever came to my apartment, I had a chandelier hanging here that I had installed. No light fixtures came in this apartment though. So even when you come in the bedroom, they have like the setup for it, and they have a ceiling fan. It's no light bulb. You have to pay extra apparently to get a fixture with a light. Very insane. I also did not like the closet at all. This was very constricting to me because it just wasn't the best use of space. And I also didn't like that the electrical stuff was in here. It was a very nice size bedroom though. I almost forgot my ladder. I would have been very upset. Let me bring that with me. The other thing that I didn't like, because I was right outside of the main entrance, is that you can hear all of the traffic from the hallway if you're right here. Like anytime the door closes, any of that, you could hear everything, which is annoying.
That I live in a luxury apartment building and always have paid to live in luxury apartment buildings, but never use said luxuries that I pay an arm and a leg for, has me ready to beat my own ass, because the place I live literally has a jacuzzi, a gym, yoga classes, a pool, Pilates classes. I'm sitting here in the jacuzzi with my self-care routine, reading a book. You know how cute and peaceful this is? Very, extraordinarily so. You know how many times I've come down to this jacuzzi? Twice in 6 months. I've gone to 2 yoga classes in 6 months. There's little gardens you can go to that are super peaceful and relaxing. I have never once sat down and smelt the sunshine in those gardens. There's a game room. There is a library. I have not stepped foot in there since I did my first apartment tour, and past me really set me up to have a peaceful living experience. I really could have been living my life to the fullest here. And did I want to? No, but put my ass in a hotel and tell me why I'll be using every single facility possible. But when it comes to my own home, I don't. I am ready to beat my own ass. The next time I move, which is going to be soon, I am not getting myself a luxury building, because I have shown that I do not deserve these luxuries, because I am ungrateful.
At this point, I'm over my building. It's been so much happening that it's just been making this environment so incredibly uncomfortable to live in. Number one, we have 4 elevators in the building. They have been broke for over a month. 2 have been working lately, and then 1 was working the other day. It can take sometimes over 30 minutes to be able to get up to your home. Now, here's the kicker. I've been living in this house for over a year, and now magically, you can't even sit out on the outdoor terrace at 9 o'clock, meaning you got to be confined into the building. There is no other outlets to be able to maneuver in the building, meaning you have to be in your home by 9 o'clock, and you can't maneuver around the building at any time after 9 o'clock, which is crazy. The pool closes at 9 o'clock. The outdoor observation terrace closes at 9 o'clock. What is this thing with apartments? Here's the thing. It's 9:04. They said that we can't be outside at 9:04. The building stops with all of our amenities on the 11th floor, meaning we can't enter outside of the building after 9 o'clock. Is this a jail, or is this a luxury apartment that we're paying premium prices for to be confined to our homes? So with it closing down at 9 o'clock, that means the grill closes, that means the pool closes, that means the outdoor observation deck closes, that means the area you come over here to actually go to the gym closes as well. Dude, that makes no sense when you already have a building that has minimum amenities. You have a pool, a gym, a grill, a great room that really doesn't have much in there other than just to sit and look. What's so crazy is they will have 4 elevators down. The other day on Sunday, it was only 1 elevator working, meaning in a 41-story building with over 400 plus units, you're working with 1 elevator, meaning that we as residents have to put ourselves in danger because we're getting on an elevator that has a capacity. It's over 15 people on the elevator. Anything could happen that put our lives in jeopardy and at risk. Now, outside of obnoxious elevator wait times in rush hour between like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you have to also consider that it is a point within move-ins and move-outs. If people are moving out of the building while we're down to 2 elevators in a 41-story building, what do you think that means? I do not recommend it. And if I were you and I was looking for a building, I would not move to this one right here.
My lease is up in 60 days, so that means I'm shopping for a new home. And quite frankly, I'm sick of saying the word fucking luxury. Everything is not luxury. I don't think that a lot of these people know what luxury is, and if they do, they're counting on the fact that you don't know what luxury is. Because 8-foot ceilings are not luxury. That's standard. 8-foot ceilings is a standard. If you have a luxury apartment and you got 8-foot ceilings, that's not a luxury apartment. A regular refrigerator where the freezer's on top and the refrigerator's on bottom, it's not a luxury refrigerator just because it's stainless steel. That's not luxury. Having gold handlebars or chrome handlebars in the kitchen, that's not luxury. Those things cost the same at this point in the current economy now. They cost the same as the regular nickel one. So when we're saying luxury, what's considered luxurious about these apartment complexes? I really want to understand what we're considering luxurious at this point, because the things that they're providing to us are standard. They're standard. The quality of these apartments are trash. What's luxurious about an apartment when you can hear your neighbor's conversation while they're in their own home? I want to know what's luxurious about an apartment that's not soundproof. Nothing about these apartments are luxurious. They're not using high-end equipment or materials to build these apartments. So why are they using the word luxurious or luxury? Not only that, when you tour the luxury apartments, the hallways are disgusting. They're packed with trash. Why would I want to live in a place where trash is kept in the hallways and you're calling that luxury? You can tell that they invested more money in the amenities than they did the actual apartments that people are going to live in. We're not going to live in the pool area. We're not going to live in the community center. We're not going to live in the leasing office. But yet you spend so much money investing in those things when those are not the things that we're paying for directly. We care more about where we live than the fucking amenities. Why do the amenities have more luxury to them than the apartments? What are we doing?
Part 2 of these fake ass luxury apartments. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This ain't luxury. I know it's like stairs, so people gonna walk on the paint gonna come up, but y'all need to keep painting this shit. This shit should be painted every couple months, if you asking me. Shit. And every time I find something new that ain't aesthetically pleasing to me, I'm gonna post it as another part. So stay tuned. Like, look, this is the other set. That was that set down there that I just showed y'all. But yeah, they all pretty much like that. Rusty as paint chipping off. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm about to get y'all a real tea on living in these luxury apartment complexes, because it's not what it's cut out to be. 1, these people are still dirty. Luxury does not mean clean and put together. They're fucking nasty. For example, they don't clean up their dog shit. And I'm not playing, it's a lot. Of course, these luxury apartment complexes, they attract a lot of residents, whatever. Everybody got dogs. Nobody is cleaning up their dog shit. You gonna step in some dog shit in the hallway, and it's gonna be stinking. It could be by your door, they won't pick it up. It's gonna be in the garage. It's gonna be where you walk the dogs at. They don't clean the shit up. 2, valet trash. We have valet trash. Oh, wow, great, whoop-de-doo. Valet trash don't run every day, though. It don't run on the weekend. Yet these people who real life leave their trash out on Fridays and Saturdays over the entire weekend and wait until Sunday until the workers come to get the trash. And then they come at like 7 p.m. That shit is nasty. It leaves bugs. And if it's your neighbor, every time you walk in your house, you're going to smell the shit. The smell is going to get in your house. The bugs that's harboring over their garbage is going to be flying in your motherfucking door. They also don't have elevator etiquette. Simply waiting to see if someone is getting off the elevator before you try to get on. I know that sounds like common sense, but these people ain't got it. And You still get stolen from like it's the hood. Not only do the residents steal your fucking packages in the package room, knowing it's not theirs, they address not on it or they name. The people who be stealing and the thieves, the car thieves, the Kia boys, they come to these luxury apartment complex garages looking for cars to steal. And they done got my complex a couple times. But they only go, you can't park on the first and second floor. If you park on the first and second floor, you're going to get gagged. You got to make sure you go up higher because it takes long to get away. So they're not really going to go up there and try to steal your car. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that come with these buildings. And yeah, if you want to know more, just comment and I will tell y'all because I'm really kind of sick of this shit. It's not what it's cut out to be. Yeah, luxury my ass.
I'm so upset right now. I was just gonna take my dog on our little 2-mile walk. I go in the freezer to put some ice inside of his bowl so he won't dehydrate. Shit. And why is all my shit melted? There's no ice in here. The freezer is not working. All my groceries are bad now. I'm not worried about the meat because I don't eat that, but my ice cream, I just got that. Like, what the f? What the fuck? Since I moved into this place, maintenance have come. I've been in here, 7 weeks? Maintenance probably has come like 7 times. They came on the first day that I moved in. What the f?
Luxury apartments really are the biggest scam. Luxury apartment in general has always been my dream, so now that I'm finally here, I'm just realizing how much of a scam I was sold. They can have it back at this point. It's all cheap materials, cheaply thrown together, and then you pay high-ass rent for it. I'm just like, what? They're supposed to be like soft closed drawers, but they don't ever close fully aligned. Like, you see how that, like, just cheaply thrown together. You know what I mean? Like, what? Yes, it's so nice having a key fob. We've been here for 2 months and the key fob is now dead and they have to send someone out to replace it and reprogram it now. So we don't have a key fob. This is going on with the wall. I don't really know what that, they didn't really know what it is either. Someone was supposed to come fix it. That has been about a week ago and no one's been here to fix it. Really in the bedroom, just ruined floors. Really just small things like why is the fridge not aligned? Bamboozled into feeling like you need a luxury apartment because in reality, your old apartment that you're paying way less for is probably put together a lot better than these luxury apartments.
Why is it that whenever somebody says they want to live in a condo or a luxury apartment, the first thing people say is, oh, you pay all that money? Why would you pay all that money when you could just get a house and pay much less? The reason why people like to live in condos and luxury apartments is because they want a life of convenience. Yes, they are aware it's expensive. They are paying the extra money for the convenience. They have a gym, they have a laundromat, they have a doorman. They don't have to go outside and shovel the snow. They don't have to rake the leaves. They don't have to deal with any of those things. They don't care that it's extra money.
I'm so upset right now. I was just gonna take my dog on our little 2-mile walk. I go in the freezer to put some ice inside of his bowl so he won't dehydrate. Shit. And why is all my shit melted? There's no ice in here. The freezer is not working. All my groceries are bad now. I'm not worried about the meat because I don't eat that, but my ice cream, I just got that. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Since I moved into this place, maintenance have come. I've been in here, 7 weeks? Maintenance probably has come like 7 times. They came on the first day that I moved in. What the fuck?
I know it's not just Milwaukee, but all of these cities putting up all these high-rise buildings so that all of these developers can get, you know, tax write-offs or whatever it is because they can claim it as a loss because no one's living there, because no one can pay $2,200 a month for a studio.
The rest of my rant got deleted. But anyways, what I'm saying though is all of these buildings, it's like they're not even like getting creative anymore with like trying to even name a building. They're just slapping it on there, calling it 1910 on Water. That's the address. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like, you know, the luxury high-rise buildings, they always have these like names that are like great. And I just saw one that's called like Edgewater 1659, and it's like you just threw a random word in front of the address. And it's like, if I'm paying that much a month for rent, I want to be telling people I live at the Tipton Hotel. I live at the Tipton. You know?
maybe this was just like my marketing brain spinning though while I was on my walk this morning, but it's just like, you're just throwing up these buildings left and right. You're not even taking the time. Like, I haven't even seen an advertisement for any of these new buildings that are going up, maybe because I'm not in the tax bracket that they're looking to advertise to, but they're not even trying to advertise them. They're literally just throwing these buildings up, calling them their address and saying, peace, peace. We're gonna just get a little lost for the year. Oops.
I moved into a luxury apartment complex 4 weeks ago, so a month ago, and I've already had to put in 4 maintenance requests. I've had 1 request for every week that I've lived in this unit. The very first request was on the second day that we were there. We realized we did not have any AC. It's 90 degrees every day where we live. There was no AC. Our leasing agent happily took our first month's rent and deposit, didn't even check to make sure that we had AC in the unit. It took them a week to fix our AC. We have forced air, and they gave us window units for a few days and then came back to fix it, and it took all this time. They had to dismantle a bunch of it. It was crazy. The apartment shouldn't have even been rented, and now here we are 3 more requests later for all sorts of random like the garbage disposal was overflowing and like spitting all the shit into the sink. Like, it has been kind of a nightmare. And on top of that, yesterday we all found out that people's cars have been being broken into, and there's a homeless guy that sleeps in our parking garage.
If you live on Long Island, you know that our like apartment options, specifically like more like luxury apartment options, are really just like very, very slim options. Like essentially none. Like we have maybe 2 or 3 like true luxury apartments, and pretty much 2 out of those 3 have 3 bedrooms from my knowledge. And so when my husband and I were looking for a bigger apartment, we're like, okay, we need 3 bedrooms. So we toured one of them, which was gorgeous. Like, I would have moved in there the day we toured it, but it was $10,000 for the 3 bedrooms. Like, that's just stupid. Like, absolutely not. Who pays $10,000 in rent? Like, I mean, unless you're like, money is no object, and fine, but that's just crazy. All right. So we found another apartment that's like newer, pretty much brand new, and still wildly expensive, but the quality of these new builds are disgraceful. Like, literally so poorly built. Like, do these builders have no pride in their work? Do they not care about the longevity of their work? Because I am genuinely so confused. I can give you about a million examples, but you should not call your building a luxury building if all you have to offer is like the white marble countertops and like amenities, because our window in our bedroom literally fell out. Like, I'm not kidding. It fell out. The entire window frame fell into our bedroom. The carpet literally like detached from the, this is not hardwood floor. It's probably like vinyl. I don't know. But it detached completely. The ceiling fan in my daughter's playroom started falling from the ceiling. I'm just like, and I know this is not like just an our unit thing, because when I have maintenance come in here, they're like, this is pretty common. And I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand, because like, how are you going to ask people to pay such a large amount of money to live somewhere and the quality of your work be garbage? And honestly, this is, oh no, I got too excited. My toast is burning. This is not like just a Long Island thing, because when we lived in a brand new apartment building in Tampa, we had an abundance of issues as well. So it's just like, they're trying to make a lot of money and rush through it. And I don't even know what my point is here, but my point is that like, maybe builders should take a little bit more pride in their work and not just be focused on getting as much money as they can. Actually, I do want to add one positive thing, because the apartment building we moved from on Long Island to here was incredible. I cannot even tell you. And it was a newer building as well, like maybe 4 years old, so not like new, but not one single issue. The owners are incredible. Maintenance was incredible. Like, I don't think we had a singular issue in the whole 2 years we lived there. The Brookport in Port Jeff, we had a 2-bedroom, and it was absolute perfection the entire time. So if you need a good place to live, There you go.
So I just got my renewal notice from my luxury apartments. They're not luxury, they're nasty, they're dirty, they're ghetto. And apparently they're luxury. But we were going to switch to month because we wanted to leave once my man gets back from deployment in 6 months. So we wanted to move. That's not happening. Tell me why 1 month, if we go month to month, is $5,400. $5,400. That's insane. That is insane. They are on crack. We don't even live in like central San Diego. We live in motherfrickin' Chula motherfrickin' Vista. Make it make sense. That's disgusting.
Why does nobody ever use the amenities at luxury apartments? Not a soul in sight. This is like a very cool spot to hang out. That's the Bean. Why is nobody here? Is this building like a money laundering front? I genuinely have this whole floor to myself right now. It might as well just be my penthouse. This is my living room. No one else is here. Someone come hang out with me. DM me, I'll let you in. Somebody's got to use this space.
Oh, when I say I pay for rent, I pay for rent. If you know what I mean. I just moved from a 2-bedroom unit to a 1-bedroom unit after my roommate decided to move home. We used to have this running joke of like, things wrong with my luxury apartment. Like silly things like, oh, the blinds aren't automatic. But y'all, I just moved in. Let me tell you actual wrong things with my luxury apartment. And normally I wouldn't care. You know, like I'm not a super picky girl, but like I said, I pay for rent. And I know the quality because I came from a 2-bedroom unit that was flawless. Let's get to it. Don't mind the mess, we still unpacking. We'll start off simple, but we turn on the light and only one side works. Oh, I'd love to do the dishes. Oh, that's as far as it comes out. Yeah. It's been a hassle. You know, I thought this kind of looked a little janky, but you know, I was putting my stuff away and oh my goodness. They gave me a little fort in case someone breaks in. Also, high key, why did they not make that a lazy Susan? Like, storage. Here's how we retract our blinds. Oh, she disconnected. She's supposed to be down there.
And like, she doesn't reach.
Let's head to the bathroom. She missing. I be slipping and sliding every time I go to the bathroom. Boop. There's literally no pausing. It just flies out. I used to be able to open my other one upstairs like halfway and it would stay, and this one just flies off, aka it's probably gonna break soon. Y'all, this is the worst one. I can't shower. Huh. I also didn't realize this is how a shower works. So like when you pull the little thing, it stops that up and then water comes up to there. This is what it looks like.
Hey, I'm Paul. I live in Nashville. Let me show you this weird quirk with my apartment. We're getting to the point where not everything needs to be smart. This is my microwave. First of all, thank goodness. I wouldn't have it any other way. A Wi-Fi enabled microwave. Second of all, look at this. Why do I need that? Why can't? Nothing wrong with that, you know? The craziest thing is I got this email like a few months ago, and it was like, everyone be sure to update your microwaves. What?
I would just like an explanation as to what about this says luxury apartment.
See this thing right here? That's a brand new luxury apartment building, only there's nothing luxury about it because it looks like every apartment building that's going up around it and every apartment building that has gone up around it for the last 5 years. These are cookie cutter modern apartments, but there's nothing luxury about them. There's nothing extravagant about them. There is no charm. There is no character, okay? They are overpriced modern apartments, but you continue to advertise them as luxury because they all have the same black and white kitchen with the fake gray wood flooring and the tile shower with the big glass door where you can't do a fun shower curtain, the same tall windows with the ugly steel beams running in between them, no real window sills, no real room for curtains. There's nothing luxury about these apartments. They are modern, overpriced, cookie-cutter apartments, and I would like you to advertise them as such.
So our apartment is not fixing our AC. Instead, they're trying to resolve this by getting us a portable AC that we didn't want because it blocks our balcony access, and I'll show you. That's the portable AC unit, but this is what they have to do to our balcony, so we're unable to open our door. They taped the whole thing here so that it connects to the AC unit. And again, they did that when we weren't home, and we didn't even want that. We want them to resolve the actual AC in our unit, and this has been going on for over a year.
Well, we're here. So I found this sign. Se renta like a cuarto, un baño, cocina, $2,200. con biles de agua, luz, gas incluido. Okay, I guess. En Compton, por la Santa Fe Rosecrans. Depósito, $1,000. Bro. No party adentro, no fumar, no fiestas, no espacio afuera, no mascotas. For that price? Are you kidding me? Capacidad de firmar. And then it says like para más información. We don't want no more information. No, you can have that, Charlie.
One thing I know for sure is you will never, ever, ever catch me living in the luxury apartment complex. I need a building that has stood the test of time. I need thick walls, high ceilings, big windows, charm, character, personality. I am not a sophomore in college. In my luxury apartment complex, there's so many things to do. We have a shared outdoor space, and they even let us use the grill if we clean it up really nicely. Oh, and there's a gym that we could go to, and they plan so many activities. We could play ping pong and...
Everyone talks about how New York City is in a housing crisis. Here's one last look. All right, you're definitely wrong. It's $2,500.
The absolute downside to living in a luxury apartment is that I have this beautiful fridge, and I'm so busy paying for it that I can't seem to fill it with groceries. Let's do a little tour. So I have cat food here, strawberry, kombucha, yogurt. Where's my broccoli? This is my broccoli. I took it out. It's my dinner. I've already used up my weekly allowance, and it's Tuesday.
All right, so yeah, y'all saw it. I've seen it here in DFW as well. It seems like these apartments just plaster that word luxury anywhere and on anything. And it really is almost the opposite at some of these places. A whole bunch of broken stuff everywhere, bad fixtures and appliances, paint all over the place. Like, y'all weren't even trying, for real. But what are y'all seeing in your area? You know, drop your experience in the comments. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit the like button, hit the hype button for the algorithm. And if you made it to this part, you are absolutely legendary, and I'll see you in a minute.